joining me, we have Moriah, and she is from the Children's Council of Watauga County, and she has all kinds of things to talk with us about today. Thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Now, April is a very special month. Can you talk with us a little bit about this month?
Yes. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and child abuse prevention is actually a national campaign. And so we have a state chapter, and then the Children's Council is the local affiliation. And so we have been working with the national campaigns, and we've been putting pinwheel gardens around the area.
Perfect.
You may have seen them. They're kind of whimsical. They
Very fun.
go around in the breeze, which we have lots of these days.
Lots of wind.
And this is just kind of as a visual reminder that child abuse happens everywhere, even when we don't always see it. It is here, and that we are working hard to educate people on safe ways to work with their children. We offer parenting classes over at the Children's Council. You know, we have one-on-one parenting sessions we can work with families to kind of offer support for them. And it's so important that we treat children with kindness and respect, because children's brains are built on interactions with adults.
Right.
So when we treat them with kindness and nurturing and we support them, then they learn that they're valued. And they build that self-esteem so that they've got that self-awareness so that they can learn other things like literacy and colors and all those school readiness skills. And really, children are the foundation of our community and our economic development, and so we really want to invest heavily in them.
Absolutely. Now, certainly being a parent can be a difficult job. Any tips for parents kind of keeping their cool and, as you said, really forming some great foundations with their child?
Yes. Well, keeping your cool is one. I know it, as a new mom, I have a baby, and it's not always easy, and sometimes you just have to remember, take a deep breath. It's okay. It's okay to ask for help. And you don't have to be perfect all the time. You just sometimes need to be good enough. And it's okay to walk away for a moment if your child is in a safe spot. It's okay to call a friend or even a neighbor. Wave your head out the door and say, hey, could you come sit with the baby for 5 minutes? I just need to decompress. And it's okay. And also, as a community, if you're out and about and you see a parent or child that seems to be in a struggling situation, sometimes just making eye contact with the parent and smiling, letting them know that you understand. You don't have to interject, you don't have to try and solve the problem, but just, if things are in the way, maybe you can help move them out of the way if you're in the aisle of the store or something like that.
Absolutely. So little things that we can do.
Little things.
So anything in particular going on this month to kind of raise awareness for this month?
Well, like I said, we've got the pinwheel gardens. They're going to be out and about everywhere, and we're also celebrating the child. It's not just about preventing child abuse, but actually the week of April 6th through 12th is the week of the young child. So we have lots of events this week to celebrate children and families and kind of, the specialness of childhood. And so we are having a children's art show at the Children's Council on Tuesday from 5 to 8. That's April 7th.
Okay.
And we've got children's artwork from around the county and kind of looking at the different ways. Even little babies can paint. It's their art. They're exploring the medium, and that's how they're beginning to learn. And then we have bigger children who have who've worked really hard on their art projects. They've had plans and been working on sketches and then building that masterpiece. So we're going to showcase it in a children's gallery.
How neat.
And then on Wednesday, you might notice out in the community, people will be wearing stickers. They've got little blue stickers, and that is to show how many people are affected by quality child care. Some of us who are moms, our children need to be with other people during the day so that we can work. So when you're out, I challenge everyone to see how many stickers you see on others and kind of get an idea of how many people in the community really are affected by quality child care. You'd be surprised how many there are.
That's so important.
And then on Friday, we're having a Poverty Awareness Day. There's some things here in the area that may be surprising. If I told you North Carolina was third in this, if I told you Watauga County, was third in the state for something, how would you feel?
depends on what it is, I guess.
I know. It's kind of a mixed bag. Watauga County, according to the latest census data, has the third highest poverty rate in the state.
Wow.
And unfortunately, we have the highest poverty rate in the mountains.
Wow.
And so we're having a huge event Friday the 11th, April 11th, at Alliance Bible Fellowship. And this is something we've worked with the Hospitality House and with the local Interconnective Council to put together. And it's all to bring awareness about poverty in our area, because poverty can be a very hidden thing. Mm-hmm. It's hard to see. And so in the morning, we've got a poverty simulation. And if you've never done it, I really suggest going. It's so eye-opening. Mm-hmm. It's so incredible to go through the steps. You get like a fake persona to be, you know,
right.
some money and an idea of what you need to spend your money on, and you go through. It's a simulation, spending your money, and then things happen, like maybe you get a raise at work, maybe your tires blow out, and seeing how those
right.
little things can really, really affect a family.
Absolutely.
So that's in the morning.
I've actually done something like that in one of my sociology classes back in college, and it's so eye-opening to see what some people have to work with on a monthly or weekly basis.
Mm-hmm. And it really helps you understand what some of the barriers are. Mm-hmm. And then at lunch we'll be having a panel discussion with lots of community leaders to talk about what our barriers are in this area, because just because there are barriers in Wisconsin about poverty, they may or may not be applicable here in Watauga County. So we need to get real about what it looks like in our area. And then in the afternoon, we're having a workshop. It's called Bridges Out of Poverty. It is a nationally acclaimed training and workshop to help people at a grassroots level understand the barriers in their area and start brainstorming ways that we can kind of overcome some of those barriers. So I'm really excited about that.
And a busy month for you guys.
Very busy, very busy. And so anyone is free to join the Poverty Awareness Day, and it's a free event, and breakfast and lunch are graciously provided by Stick Boy, free of charge. All you need to do is go to the Children's Council website and register, and we'll see you on Friday.
Sounds great. I'm actually planning to be there for a little bit of it too, so I'm very excited.
Oh,
a lot of planning that goes into all of these things for you guys.
Lots of planning, but we enjoy it. We love celebrating children and trying to figure out what we can do to help make our community stronger. And not only celebrating children, but families. Mother's Day is coming up.
It is. Here is your reminder. It is right around the corner.
That's right, guys. Remember. And so we are actually having a fundraising event called Eat, Drink, and Be Beautiful. And it is just for moms. Leave the kids at home. Okay. And it's Saturday, May 10th from 12 until 2. It's a plated lunch at the Meadowbrook Inn.
Wow.
It's going to be, it's just going to be fabulous and kind of decadent. Okay. So we'll have the plated lunch, and we'll have Gretchen Lee, she's a motivational speaker, come just talk with us, and we're going to have a high country fashion show and kind of get an inside scoop on the spring fashions. And you can also buy tickets for that on our website, thechildrenscouncil.org.
This sounds great. Sometimes what you need for Mother's Day is just a little time, just mom. So that sounds great. Well, tons of things going on. Thank you so much for coming in to talk with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And we will be back right after these messages with more of the Mountain Television Network.